Well, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and Merry Christmas to all of you, and to those of you who don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Holidays. So I've got something that's a little bit different this time. I want to talk about autism, and I want to talk about how, it kind of impacts us, and just tell a little bit of my experience with it. So I first experienced autism maybe 20 years ago when I met a friend whose kid was autistic, and then it was very, very rare. Nowadays, it is so much more common. It's really quite incredible how much more common it is. And, I don't know much about it in the fact of, the science of it. I know that like 1 in 88 kids right now is diagnosed with autism. Out of that, 1 in 54 of them are boys. And so obviously it affects boys a lot more than girls. And it's, when I first came across it, a friend of mine, his son was autistic, and now all of a sudden I know all these other people that have autistic children. And so, it's something that I think that as a society that we need to, look for the causes and, see what we can do about it. I mean, I know that there's a lot of things that happen with humans as we evolve, and some of them are very good, some of them are not so good, and it may just be all part of nature. But at the same time, if there's something we can do to improve the quality of life for people affected by autism, I think we should do it. So let me tell you about a couple friends of mine, Tim and Kelly. So Tim, great friend of mine. We've been friends for quite a long time now, did several businesses together and everything, and he is just an amazing guy. He is super smart. Anytime that he gets on a project, he always ends up taking it to another level that nobody ever intended and stuff. And he waited quite a long time to have any kids. And so then their son is autistic, and I think their son is about 6 or 7 now, and he's, I watch them struggle with this, and I watch how hard it is on them, and I think to myself, with Tim and Kelly being, really amazing people, how lucky their son Alex is to have them as parents. What happens to the kids like this who have parents that just don't care, or that just are not able to cope with this? And, what happens to them? And so I've watched them as they have just given everything they can to their son Alex to help with his development, to overcome some of the deficiencies he has because of his autism. And I kind of relate to this a little bit because I have some things myself, like I'm ADD and I'm dyslexic, and those are both things that have really made a big impact on my life. Neither one of them are nearly as severe as autism can be, but they both it's just I feel for them. And I feel a bit for Alex too. I can kind of put myself in his shoes as well with some of the challenges that he's going to face. And I can say that I don't fully understand what happens to an autistic person, how they think and everything. But not every person who's in the autistic spectrum is completely disabled. And I'm not sure what level Alex is at. But, it's, it is something that I think about. And so, but there are people who are autistic who do well. Some people which you may recognize. One is Susan Boyle. She won, I think it was Britain's Got Talent, or no, Britain Idol or whatever. Pop Idol, I think they call it over there. And, she actually won that whole thing. She's a wonderful singer, and she's so quirky and awkward. And it totally makes sense. And, she came out this year saying she fits into the autism spectrum. And that accounts for a lot of her shyness and a lot of her, there's a saying that autistic people don't lie. And she's very blunt, And some other notable people are like Dan Aykroyd, Daryl Hannah. They're both in the autistic spectrum as well. And so that's, so getting a diagnosis of autism doesn't mean, it's not a death sentence. It's not a sentence of being disabled for life. Obviously, people can function. And and I met, I have this other friend, Ron and Marna. They have a daughter who is autistic. And in fact, Marna has a brother who is pretty autistic as well. And I don't know if it runs in families or not, but they have two in the same family. But she's amazing, their daughter. Because I would say she's higher functioning, kind of like, Susan Boyle and Dan Aykroyd and stuff. And one of the things that I noticed was one of her talents is that, with her disability, she has these other amazing abilities. Like, you can give her any movie title and she can tell you who all is in the movie. She can tell you what year it came out. She can tell you all kinds of things about it, or you can give her an actor and she'll start spitting out all the movies they were in. And then other facts, and too, like, you could say, okay, Dan Aykroyd, tell me what movies he's won awards for. I don't know that he's really won any awards, but she would say, well, he's been in this and this and this, and those movies won awards. He won these personal awards and stuff like that. And if I remember right, she actually worked at a video store for a while, before those went to the dinosaur age. And what a perfect match for her to work someplace where all of this data and information is just like it's like a Google search. She's like a human Google search for movies. And, so all this information and everything, really all bringing it together. And so she found, a place where, she could make a difference and everything. And so, I think that's definitely a possibility. So let me just point you to a couple of things. In the description of this, there is a couple of links. One is to Alex's Facebook page, where it's incredible. They have so many likes, where Tim and Kelly put up this page and they post about the things that they are going through with Alex and how it impacts them, the successes that they're having, the difficult times that they're having, and check it out. It's really kind of a real glimpse into the life of parents dealing with an autistic child. And it's just very human. It's not very formal, it's just very human. And then another thing to check out is autismspeaks.org. And so there's a lot of autism information there. There's a lot of stuff that you can learn about it, and there's they link to different charities and such where you can actually donate to helping to make a difference. I happen to know that just from knowing Tim and Kelly, I know that they spend an enormous amount of money, time, and effort with Alex, way beyond any way beyond what parents normally need to do for their kids. And if you're a parent, you know that you already spend an enormous amount of time and effort. And so anyway, check it out. Give their Facebook page a like, check out autismspeaks.org, and, post on their page, give them some encouragement, just get engaged. So, Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you for watching this, and, give the gift of donating some time or whatnot, because presents don't have to be given person to person. They can be given in other ways. It's good karma. I'm Marky Dragon.
I feel your touch from across the room. I taste your energy. I see a light that I never knew. You are overtaking me, mesmerized, paralyzed.